Hi, my name is Niklas, and this is my LARP portrait. Today I brought Albrecht Eschenbach with me. He was a part of the Imperial militia and trained to be a field doctor. And he had a little incident with going overboard on an expeditionary mission and got lost, and since then is looked for by the Imperial army and is a bit on the run, enjoying the civilian life, gambling, brawling, betting, having fun in general. Yeah, this is Albrecht. What do you do for a living? Right now I'm training to become a nurse. I'm right in front of my finals. I've got my practical exam in about 3 weeks and my oral exam in about a month, and then I will be a full-blown nurse. Yeah, how long? No. How long have you been LARPing? My first convention was in 2010, I think. It was a little con called Grenzwacht. It was a nightly tournament in which I played the Squire of a Knight, and we fought all kinds of tournaments in foot combat and with bow and arrow. It was also my first LARP fight, which went, I would say I would have been better to improve on myself before this. But this was the first experience that I had with the hobby, and it was absolutely amazing, and this brought me to the place where I'm right now. How's the character like you? As I said, I'm a nurse and Albrecht is a doctor. And in this case, we've got a few similarities, like we're both altruistic, we're empathetic, we like to help people, and we are there for our comrades, our families, and our friends. And I think this part, Albrecht and I have quite in common. Yeah, what do I like playing about this character? Albrecht is some kind of similar to me, and in most places not so much. Albrecht is hot-headed, which I'm not, which I would like to be sometimes, also in my job. That is very stressful, and there are situations where you would really like to go out, to scream, to tremble, to say what you really mean. But this is not my kind of profession out of the character. So I'm professional, I'm rational, and I'm friendly in general. So yeah, this is the thing that I really like about Albrecht. He's so much me and so much not me. What is the costuming piece that is most related to your backstory? I would say in Albrecht's case, it is his medic bag, something that he had from his time in the army, that shared a lot of memories with him, then that went into a lot of dirty trenches, a lot of dirty holes, that has seen a lot of use. And all the experiences that Albrecht made in his career in the army, also some scarred him in a little bit. And this whole scarring process and wear and tear in general, you can also see on his back. And this is the piece that mostly gets used and also reflects Albrecht's development in time. How is your character not similar to you? Yeah, as I said earlier, Albrecht is kind of a brawler, kind of a hothead. He got a short temper. Whenever someone is insulting his family, his land of origin, his friends, his profession. Yeah, Albrecht likes to get his fists dirty. So Albrecht likes to start bar brawls and fight on the streets whenever someone's challenging him. I'm a person that's not really into violence, no. And yeah, that's one major difference that Albrecht and I have. Sir Camel... No. Sir Camel. Tell us about your costuming process and how you designed your costume. First of all, in my experience, there's always some kind of idea, some kind of concept, something that I saw on film or on television, which I read a book about or saw a pretty picture on some kind of show that I watched. And from this inspiration always comes the thinking, what can I do with this and how can I improve this? What's the general idea that I'd like to embody with this character? Then comes the research process. What do I have to look up to? What are the materials that I can use? What are the patterns that I have to use for the costuming parts? And what kind of time frame do I have to do this whole process? After that, I get my materials. I mostly source them locally from sewing shops or leather shops in my hometown Cologne. And I begin sewing or prepping or designing or forging LARP weapons, whatever is necessary to complete the costume. And yeah, after a few weeks or a few months, if I've got the time for this, a finished costume stands there and is ready for me to wear for the next LARP event. How long did it take to make the costume? As I already said, sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes months. In Albrecht's case, I worked from last year in November till right now. And in my opinion, a LARP costume is never really finished. There are always some kind of bits and bobs, little pieces that you can fit here and there, little details which you can put onto your costume that really make it alive in its own kind of way and form. So no, you can't really say you're finished with a costume. My name is Niklas, and this was my LARP portrait.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, think about hitting the like and subscribe button.
Danke fürs Zuschauen. Wenn euch das gefallen hat, was ihr hier gesehen habt, drückt einfach den Like-Knopf.
If you'd like to take part in our live streams, you can find them at scaldtv.com.
Wenn ihr mitmachen wollt, findet ihr unseren Content unter scald.tv und jeder ist gerne eingeladen mitzumachen.
We look forward to doing a whole bunch of new content and would love to hear ideas that you might have. So feel free to pitch us at tv@scald.com.
Ja, wie ich schon gesagt habe, jeder darf mitmachen und wenn ihr eine Idee habt, was unbedingt auf unseren Channel soll, also LARP-Content, zu spielen und Nerdism in generellen, schreibt uns eine Mail at tv@scald.com.